Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. So today, I'm not sure what day of Vlogmas it is, but I am going to show you 5 perfumes of mine that I really like for the winter months. I've seen a few videos where people are talking about what perfumes they wear for winter, so I thought I would show you what I've got. As I showed you in a previous video, I have a lot of perfumes, and instead of doing like a full perfume tour, which maybe we could do later, but it would be long, I just thought I would show you 5 that I've been wearing this like winter season that I think really kind of go with the colder weather and like the vibes of, winter time. And yeah, so let's get started. Okay, number 1, I want to start with YSL Black Opium. I don't have the cap for it because I bought it secondhand. I think this was a tester, and so it didn't come with a cap. But because of that, it was significantly discounted, especially for like, designer fragrances. I highly recommend trying to buy them secondhand. You can usually get them for like half off. And as long as you smelled like the perfume in store or something, so you know what it smells like, so you don't get a fake one, it's pretty easy to find them for a significant discount on OfferUp or Mercari or Poshmark or those kind of places. So I highly recommend doing that. You might not have a cap, but I'm okay, because it was less than half the price that it normally is, so valid. Black Opium, I've got the notes here on my computer, so excuse me. Top notes are pink, pepper, pear, and orange blossom. Middle notes are jasmine and coffee, and the base notes are cedar and pepper. Mainly the reason I like this for winter is the coffee note. Coffee note in here is pretty prominent. Like I would say this is like pretty much a coffee perfume. It does have a little bit more like depth and complication with like, the floral notes in there. You can smell the cedar, so it's like kind of warm and woody, but the coffee is really what kind of stands out. I feel like smelling like a warm drink in the winter months is really nice. That it's like sets off in your brain, that you feel like kind of cozy and warm. And yeah, so I like to wear this more like in the fall and in the winter because it's a little woody, it's a little coffee-y, and I would say I don't really smell pear, I don't really smell orange blossom, like maybe a little bit of the florals, but primarily coffee, cedar, and like kind of the warmer, spicy notes. So yeah, that's why I think Black Opium is a great option for this time of year. Before this year, I primarily had kind of traditional fragrances. I don't have a lot of niche fragrances. I have a lot of like designer fragrances or celebrity fragrances or just kind of more commercial ones, I guess. And this year, because of TikTok, I've been getting more into Middle Eastern fragrances, and I love them. They are luckily they're generally not very expensive, which is good. So as compared to the Black Opium, which I think is like $120 for the whole bottle, I think I got mine for like $55. I have another pick for you here that's a lot cheaper, which is Rehab Choco Musk. So it is, basically I would describe it as like hot chocolate in a bottle. The main fragrance I smell in this bottle is definitely chocolate, pretty much exclusively. The main notes it says are sweet, cacao, vanilla, warm, spicy, white musk, powdery kind of scents. I don't have a specific list on this one for notes, but it smells like hot chocolate is the best way I can describe it. Like the vanilla and the chocolate note really are strong and come together and give you that hot drink vibe. I want to say I bought this for like $12. It's quite cheap. So if you're looking for a cheaper, like low cost fragrance that is like, to me, smells really nice, I think it lasts pretty well, I would highly recommend Al Rehab Choco Musk. It's quite nice and well named. Kind of in the same vein and idea as Choco Musk, since to me it smells like hot chocolate and like marshmallows because of the like vanilla in it, and just the kind of spicy notes is like a hot chocolate as well as the chocolate note, obviously. I've got Ariana Grande Cloud. This is a very popular fragrance online. It is one of the, I would say, most popular fragrances online, because it just has a really nice scent to it. It's cheap. Like it's, I want to say the full size is maybe like $40, but this one is like closer to 26 or something. And it smells delightful. It's quite a nice scent. Oh, I have to switch my thing. The top notes in here are lavender, pear, and bergamot, which don't really smell after the beginning. Top notes generally fade almost right away. Like it's kind of just like what you smell initially. The middle notes are whipped cream, praline, coconut, and vanilla orchid, and the base notes are musk and woody notes. And I think really what I smell almost exclusively with this is whipped cream, praline, coconut. It smells like a dessert. It smells really nice. I'm a big fan of lactonic perfume, so it's got a whipped cream note in it, which is gonna be great for me. Lactonic is like milky scents, which sounds gross. But like whipped cream, marshmallow, praline also gives a lactonic vibe, I guess. And so yeah, you just kind of smell like baked goods, and that's definitely a smell I like to smell like. I like gourmands a lot. As you can tell probably that all of these smell like food. But especially this one is, like I said, it smells kind of like marshmallows, kind of with the whipped cream, maybe kind of also like hot chocolate. And like a baked good. And I like smelling like that for the winter season, you know, like you come out smelling like fresh baked cookies or something like that. I think that's a lovely scent. So Ariana Grande Cloud, I wear this all year, but I do think it's especially nice in the winter time. Next up, still a gourmandy scent, but not as, I guess, winter specific. I have how do I pronounce it? It's Harim Al Sultan Gold. This became very popular on TikTok, viral on TikTok. And it was described as a woman with no shirt on, being served fruit in like the hot sun. And I do think that's a very good description of the fragrance. A very like purple and flowery description, but an accurate one. The top notes are bergamot, jasmine, and peony. The middle notes are pineapple, plum, and peach. And the base notes are musk, sandalwood, and patchouli. And it's a perfume oil. I believe they come out with a spray recently. I don't have the spray, but it's so nice. Basically, it's, you know, a very fruity fragrance, but not like a really intensely sweet fruity fragrance because of the like sandalwood and patchouli in here. It's like very warm scented in my opinion. And it's very smooth scent. I don't really know how to describe scents necessarily, but it's really lovely. And I think especially because of the like patchouli and sandalwood and in there, that it's pretty good for the winter time as opposed to like a lot of fruit scents people wear in the summertime, I think. And that makes sense. But also I think because this one's like a little warmer, has a little bit more depth to it, this also works really well in the winter if you're into fruity scents, which I am. And it's a little less like a very precise food. It's more like a bushel of fruit, I guess. Yeah, I think it smells really nice in the winter air. It carries really well, and I highly recommend it. It was also not super expensive, but be careful. I know there are fakes out there, and that if it doesn't say on the bottom, like it doesn't have this symbol on it, apparently it's potentially fake. I would highly recommend not buying perfumes from Amazon where it could potentially be like a third-party seller and they might not be selling, you know, the best thing to you. It's kind of hard to tell that on Amazon sometimes. I would recommend buying it from a website that like exclusively sells perfume, like fragrance.net, I think is one of fragrancex.net maybe. And then I think I bought this one from a place that specifically sells like Middle Eastern Arabian perfumes. And so yeah, I would recommend just be careful that you're, you know, really getting what you are trying to buy. Okay, and last up here, this is all my opinion, obviously, like, you know, maybe I am not picking the most winter friendly scents necessarily. This is what I'm wearing right now. I just bought this over the holiday season. This Katy Perry Killer Queen, which look at this bottle, I love so much. It is incredible. Looks so nice. The top notes in here are dark plum, wild berries, bergamot. Middle notes, red velvet flower, rainbow plumeria, and natural jasmine sambac. And then cashmeron, natural patchouli heart, and liquid praline. So as you heard probably in their praline. I love praline in general. I love praline specifically in the base notes. The base notes or the bottom notes are the ones that are going to last the longest. The middle notes usually you can still smell as well, and the top notes usually fade fully after like 30 minutes of wearing the perfume. So generally, if you're looking for specific scent, like what you want to smell like or things that you know you like the scent of, you want to look for them in the middle and bottom notes, preferably the bottom notes. But there's some stuff that it's like they never put in the bottom notes that you're only gonna be able to find in the middle. It's pretty hard to find perfumes that have like citrus in the bottom notes because I think citrus is just such a light scent that it kind of naturally fades. Citrus is almost always in the top notes. Or like, sometimes it's harder to find specific gourmand kind of ideas in the bottom notes, which is why I love that they have liquid praline in here. How do I describe the scent of this? Hold on. So yeah, right away it's like pretty, it's a deep scent. It's like kind of dark. I don't know if that's the right word. But you definitely can smell, like they have, you know, dark plum is one of the top notes. You can definitely smell dark plum, wild berries in here. And a little bit of bergamot for sure in the initial spray. But I think those kind of carry actually, as far as, you know, I know I just said top notes don't carry. But I do think I consistently can smell the like wild berries and plum, and that's part of why I like this for winter. I feel like winter is like a very berry kind of season, and so having, you know, fruits that are seasonal I think is nice. Obviously I also did the Harim Sultan Gold, and that's like more tropical fruits, but I do like that this has kind of more winter and fall based fruits in it, as well as you know, there are florals in here. I don't super smell them as far as like those being kind of prominent in the fragrance. I think a lot of times floral notes are like carrier scents, so that you can't really smell them strongly, especially when they're like white florals, but that they kind of help project the other scents. I'm not a perfumer. I'm not sure the word. So I don't know if that's true. But oftentimes I see those flowers in the notes and I don't smell them even a little. So I do, that's my assumption. I am hoping to learn how to make perfume this year. So I'm hoping to get some perfume oils and like try out like making my own perfume. Just for me probably. But yeah, I think that would be fun to do. Anyway, I would say I definitely can smell praline to some extent. Like you can smell the like kind of lactonic, you know, vibe that gives it. I feel like lactonic notes kind of round out a perfume. They like soften them. Sometimes when I smell a perfume, I'm like, wow, that's like really in your face, or it's like really aggressive. And I feel like lactonic notes kind of like soften the edges of a perfume and kind of make it more palatable to the nose, at least for my nose. But yeah, I really like the smell of this. I think it's a nice kind of, I also feel like it's kind of woody. Maybe that is the cashmere, and I'm not sure if that's, I think it's a woody note. And then I think patchouli kind of has a similar kind of woody masculine vibe to it. It's definitely, I wouldn't say a unisex perfume necessarily, but maybe. It's not overtly, you know, sweet and feminine. And obviously anybody can wear any perfume they want. But I think pretty much anybody could wear this and it wouldn't overtly be like, you're wearing a perfume. But yeah, I really like this a lot. I'm really excited to continue to wear this. And I might have to check out the other flankers in this fragrance line and like these bottles for Katy Perry. And maybe some for other scents, because I've heard good things about the like kitty cat ones as well. But yeah, that's my last one, is a Killer Queen by Katy Perry. I think is quite nice. It's a warm, kind of dark, you know, woody, berry, gourmandy kind of scent, but not super gourmandy. The other ones are much more gourmandy than this one. So if you don't like gourmands, maybe this one you'd still like. That's my perfume list for this winter. That's what I'm kind of wearing generally right now. There's a few other ones that I have that are like my go-tos just for all the time. And maybe I'll do another video where I talk about those. But yeah, Hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you got something out of it, learned something maybe. And thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.